Yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Irsa podcast. So today we have the guest from the India, Tahir, and he is a blockchain developer. And today we will be focusing the topics like a blockchain and how we can get started with the blockchain. So Tahir, can you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, I would like to welcome everyone who is watching this video. And I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Tahir Ahmed, and I am from India, New Delhi. I'm a blockchain lead working into OneRare. We are building a foodverse, a product around food and gaming product around food. So kind of things are building there. And I'm graduated from India's best central university, Aligarh Muslim University. And I'm really proud of it that I'm alumnus of AMU. And I'm into blockchain space from past 4 years. And I started investing into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency since 2017. So that's all
Wow,
in very short.
that's great. You started earlier.
Yeah, you
Can
could
you,
say, but didn't
yeah,
make too much.
sorry?
Yeah, but didn't make too much.
Okay. And can you tell me about your food wars that you lead?
So basically, if you see the current Web3 or crypto ecosystem, it's completely revolving around the finance and kind of derivatives of the finance, which is called as DeFi.
Hmm.
NFTs were also introduced, but there is no as such, like there is no use cases of NFTs in such a way in the public
Hmm.
sentiment.
Yeah.
So we have come up with something which is into food industry. So
Okay.
food and beverage industry are building a metaverse into food and beverages. So to monetize that, we are building games over there. We have food truck wars there, where people come and they have some ingredients, like they have ingredients, they club the ingredients, they can make dishes, and those dishes can be utilized into the gaming layer. So we
Okay.
have a complete economy around the food. We have partnered with so many great brands such as Maggie, and few more big brands are coming. But the older brands we have like Maggie and 2M, Salad Days, and multiples are there. And so many different new products are coming very soon into the market. So you can keep eyes on that.
Okay. Everything was digital, right? That you are building,
Yeah,
like
it's
for especially
completely
for the
digital.
game
Just
purpose.
game is not the main thing that we are building, but game is something from where we are catering the users to the blockchain. But this is
Okay.
not the main layer. We are currently building something to cater the users first into the blockchain. Once we have those food interested users, then we
Mm-hmm.
will give them solution like couponing system, partnerships, community
Mm-hmm.
building around it, maybe some discounted coupons and all, multiple derivatives of NFTs there. But this is the first layer that we are building yet.
Okay. Suppose that I'm the user of your food wars. So how can I use your platform, and how
So
like I can get a benefit from your platform?
yeah. So what we did, which is very interesting, and I don't think like lots of project did this thing. Most
Mm.
of the users, if you see into the crypto space, they struggle to get into the blockchain because the creating wallet process is very lengthy, very hard. It's very hard to have seed phrase, private keys, and managing those things is very hard.
Mm-hmm.
So we have very smooth onboarding process. You just need to
Okay.
go to the platform, just click over the link, choose your desired social account like Google, Facebook, and get into it easily.
Mm.
So once you go into this, you can buy ORARE tokens, you can play games, you can earn ORAREs, you can cash out your ORARE to your real fiat. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. And next thing, I would like to talk about the hackathons that you have like gone. When you have won the
Yeah,
prize of the
yeah.
IT Istanbul. Congratulations for that. And so yeah,
Yeah.
how
Thank
was your
you.
experience for that for like hackathon?
Yeah, it was like this is my first experience into any ETH hackathon. Previously, I was into some virtual hackathons like Chainlink hackathons, but this is
Oh.
first time when I went abroad. So basically, this is first time I was in Turkey, and it was really wonderful synergy over there. People coming from at least 100 plus countries. They were hacking for day and night, nobody's sleeping. It was really amazing. Especially the food in Turkey was amazing, which I really miss here.
Okay. And what are the do's and don'ts things if you go to the hackathon outside of the country?
So basically, what you have to do is the days in which you are hacking, you have to completely focus on the building first thing, and you have to build solution just by the help of the mentors over there. Like suppose you are implementing a solution of API 3 protocol, so you have to be in touch with the mentors who have the experience of building it, so that they can guide you and you can build that easily. Because what happens in most of the time, you think that you can build that easily, but you stuck into it and you can't able to implement that, and ultimately you will lose that prize. So you have to be in touch with the inventors. This is the first do thing. And don't, I would say, don't copy other projects. Don't copy previous developed projects, because they have some scrutinized things there. They can find it out that you have copied something, and they can disqualify you completely from the hackathon. So that's the worst thing that ever would happen with you.
Okay. So how to get ideas? Like, do you get idea from the mentor, or how do you prepare for that?
So mostly what happens in the hackathon, just suppose there is a hackathon of 3 days. So the first day, mostly they do workshops of 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So when you are into the workshop, they explain what they are offering as a solution, and they also explain where these kind of features can be implemented. So if you are active into the market, in the real world, then you must have come up with the ideas to implement those things.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And what would be the interesting and boring things that you found in hackathon?
So interesting thing was, people were there from around the globe. My instinct was like, yeah, I have to meet everyone to understand what's happening in those countries, in their mind, in their economy and everything. But the boring thing was especially not having too much Indian friends there. So you have to speak in mostly English and Turkish. So which was
Okay.
the kind of boring thing. You were not speaking Hindi from past 10 days.
Okay. Do you know Turkish?
Yeah, bit of.
Nice. So, next thing we will jump into some of the questions related to the blockchain.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah.
what are the ways to become the blockchain developers, and what would you like to recommend for the freshers and those who have the knowledge about it but have no industrial experience on it?
Hmm. So first thing, you're asking like how to become a blockchain developer. I would suggest there is no new thing into the blockchain. If you are a good developer, you understand how to apply problem solving skills, you can be a blockchain developer really easy. Like if you know how to build logics, you know how to implement for loop, while loop, if else and all, it would be very easy. But yeah, I would say that you must have a skill of problem solving.
Okay.
You should be good somewhat into finance also, because blockchain right now is completely about finance. You must have a bit about finance, how lending works, how staking works, kind of thing. And you are asking if you have a knowledge about blockchain but you don't have any industry experience. So I would suggest uh, at least 40% of the people who are into blockchain mostly are freshers. So this is the only space where you can come up without any degree, without any experience to the blockchain. So this is the most hot space where you can come up. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
completely open to freshers. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the key requirements that the companies seek to hire the blockchain developers? And how do they select among the developers while hiring?
See, mostly hiring into the blockchain space are based on the people who are smart. It's not mostly about how good you are at coding, how dedicated you are. If you are
Hmm.
smart enough, and mostly blockchain companies are startups, so
Okay.
they prefer people who have startup mindset, like who can bring days together. So they need people who have
Okay.
some startup mindset. Yeah. So it's there.
Nice. And as a blockchain developer lead, what expectation that you keep from your team members?
Mostly, I work from morning 10 to 6 p.m., like 8 hours around. And most of the time, I used to manage product development. So I see anybody who is honest into their work.
Hmm.
I don't mind whether they work for 1 hour in a day or 8 hours. What I want, the trust and honesty. So if they can fill the requirements, if they can complete the work within the time, then it doesn't matter to me. I come up with like, okay, it doesn't matter. And mostly how I did is I use GitHub for the project management. I use Trello for the, again, project management things and all.
Hmm.
And some dedicated people are there, like for front end I have another, for back end I have other, and Solidity I have other. So I just distribute the tasks, and there is some certain timelines and they have to build it.
Okay, got it. And apart from the tech jobs, so what are the other jobs that the options to get into the blockchain company?
Okay, so you're just asking like if anybody who is not into coding, right, how to get into the blockchain space, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so like in most of the companies, if you see, do you have any? Do you know Uber?
yeah.
Yeah, like cab booking service.
Hmm.
So, do you know the cab booking service is completely useless if there is no auto driver, there is no cab driver, right?
Right.
But that is the core thing. You need cabs, you need cars, you need drivers,
Hmm.
and you need a service which Uber provides. But is that only thing which is required to run a company? I don't think so. You need people who can do marketing. You need people who can do public relations, who can
Hmm.
be a spokesperson, who could be into some content writing, blog posting, YouTuber, and kind of thing. The same
Yeah,
thing happened into blockchain also. Suppose if you take the example of Polygon, so
yeah.
it's a layer 2 solutions. So into it, there are so many Solidity developers who build deep dive into the Solidity part, deep dive into low level of blockchain. But there are
Hmm.
so many other people are there also who are non into non-tech. It's like dev relations, PR, marketing, community management, Discord management, YouTuber. So there are multiple jobs. I would say 20 to 30% jobs are reserved to the blockchain developers only, and 70% are open to the non-tech people. So it's very big. Anybody who don't have any blockchain experience, they can go into it. It's really easy to go there, but you just need to be smart enough.
Okay, got it. And
Yeah.
after is bit of the personal choice question. After the food wars, what would you like to work next?
So you must be asking questions like my CEO will be listening and saying, "Oh, Tahir, you are fired."
Okay.
So okay, so my next ambition would be to build something like the major problem which actually interests me is solving the UI UX problem of the blockchain. It's completely hard to get into the Web3. People
Mhm.
living into like normal Web2 user, they struggle to Web3. It's very hard to create wallet and all. So I would be the person who will be creating a financial solution, a one single financial application where
Mhm.
anybody can come to it without any blockchain knowledge. They can
Mhm.
invest, they can pay into crypto, just one single app for all the crypto needs. I would be building that.
Okay, nice. And if you got to pick the only one functionalities from all of the existing DeFi protocol and the DEX, so what they would be and why?
Okay. I think AMM, which is automated market maker, which is the nice concept. So if you go to the market, you see people are selling vegetables and fruits and everything, and the price is being decided by the people who have more stake, who have like
Hmm.
who are controlling it. Like banana will be like 16 rupees per dozen. So it's into their control. But if you go to the if you go to the dexes, they have something which is working automatically without any centralization. It's completely transparent, which I really like it, because there is a market where you can go without keeping your eyes open. You can just go and swap without any problem. It's completely open thing. which I really like it.
Okay. Thank you so much for being here in the podcast. It's great to hear from you and being here. So yeah, thank you so much. Would you like to
Nice, nice.
like do you want to say anything that I haven't asked you?
Yeah, I would like to add one thing that my experience by landing my first job into crypto. It's like
Sure.
how I get into crypto.
Yeah.
So it was August 2020. I left my job, which was in
Mm-hmm.
Web2.
Mm-hmm.
A tech product was there. I was building it from scratch. So I left that job and I completely head down to the blockchain learning from that time. I spent 4 months the blockchain learning first without having any job, just completely into learning into the blockchain. And after that, I was applying to random Twitter groups that I am a front end engineer, I'm this, please give me job, please give me job. Just I was spamming over like next 10 days.
Yeah.
And suddenly I got message from Polka Bridge. Hey, are you open for the position? I said yes. And they offered me the job. So
Wow.
I just want to share just one thing. You don't need to be fixate yourself that this is the only path, that is the only way you can land your job. You
Mm-hmm.
just need to showcase everywhere that I am this and I am offering this service. Anybody who is looking for it, I'm open. So that was, I'm saying this is not a traditional way of getting a job, like spamming over the Telegram. You could also spam over email. You
Yeah.
might get a chance to get a
Mm.
revert that you
Right.
are there's somebody looking for that.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I want to share here.
Yeah, it's great. I'm also looking for.
Yeah, you should apply over everywhere. Like just spam it. Who
Yeah,
cares?
sure. So
Yeah.